Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else, okay? This is a general read. This is not a personal read. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Okay, the first card I have here is Sit Happens. Sit Happens. Let sit happen to you. Okay. So sometimes there's a need for you to just simply be still. We are programmed to believe and think that when we are in motion, we are doing the most. We are doing the best thing that is for us. But there are times when in life, that you need to be still. It's a good idea to be still. It's a good idea to be okay with being still from time to time. You do not have to always be turned on and turned up and moving about. It's okay to turn down certain invites. It's okay to take a day off, to put your feet up. And this is hard for someone who's accustomed to moving consistently. But this is, and that is when you should allow the process of the unlearning to begin and flourish in your life. When you find yourself when people say things like, I'm bored, you're not bored. It's your quiet time. So enjoy that, because life will give you moments where you'll be so busy, or you'll be so overworked, or your schedule will be full, where you will reminisce and wish you had those moments of peace and quiet, or times to let sit happen to you. So let sit happen to you. Let it happen, because sit will happen in your life. It's not a negative thing. It's not a bad thing. We have to be okay with being still. Okay. Those are moments you can utilize to fine tune your spiritual connection, whatever your belief system is. Those are times when you can receive clarity, downloads, okay? Meditation, if that's something that you partake in, or sometimes just simply being still and doing nothing. It's okay to have nothing to do. You know, um, like the weekends, people feel, I've heard people say, and I'm pretty sure you have too. Oh, it's the weekend. I got to do something. It's Friday. I got to do something. No, you don't have to do anything. You have free will to live your life as you please. Now, if you want to do something every weekend, you feel free. But there are times where, your body will let you know, hey, I want a break today. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I need you to be still today. And a lot of times that is your inner niggle, your intuition speaking to you, letting you know, hey, we need to be still for a moment. Give me a minute. Especially if you're someone that works long hours, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 12-hour shift workers, 8-hour shift workers, you're working, a lot of hours, and you're busy on the run and moving around. And whether you have a family at home or you don't, you have to have moments of silence to yourself. You have to have days of doing nothing. And I mean doing nothing. Let the dog run, let the cat play. Do nothing. Don't get up and do no housework. Do nothing. Everyone deserves that. I'm a firm believer. I don't care if it's one day out the week. Everyone deserves a day to do nothing and just let things go and go with the flow and just chill. Really, you need that sometime, okay? With the Four of Cups energy, you need that to go sit up under a tree, get out into nature, and just be with yourself, okay? Receive those downloads, receive that clarity, recalibrate your energy, or simply enjoy that peace of mind, because it's all about making sure you maintain a balance. Everything you do here in life should be and should come back to balance. You have to balance everything out. So you want to make sure you're recalibrating your energy constantly. You can't do anything one-sided. You don't want to be excessive in anything you do, because then you'll get into the burnout phase in energy, okay? And that is not good. Okay. So the next card we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. So in order to allow change to occur in your life, you have to be accustomed to making sure you're maintaining the balance, to make sure that you're giving yourself that time to sit. Let sit happen to you today. Be still and be okay with that. You don't have to take every invite, Never mind what the cool kids are doing, The cool kids, see things such as the sit happening as something boring or something that's a negative. This is something very healthy and positive. And no, this is not medical advice at all. I'm just interpreting this card here. But either way, yeah. hmm And so the next card we have here is the Ten of Cups. And so balance, harmony, moving things forward, they all go hand in hand. The Four of Cups, as this person sits up under this tree, waiting for clarity because they're not satisfied, waiting for the right thing to arrive in their life, person, place, or thing, because they're not satisfied. All that comes back to being still, being able to fine tune and align yourself so that you're able to receive spiritual guidance and clarity, answers on things that you are desiring, and questions that you want to have answered. Okay? So you don't want to be overly excessive with too much party and too much hanging out. You want to sometimes take a break. Give yourself a break, your body, your mind, and your spirit. With the high priestess here saying yes, okay? Be the wise one. Be the wise one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so the next card we have here is the Ace of Cups. And so everyone is desiring with the Ace of Cups, to have, a new love and joy and an overflow of new love. But the love of thyself is when you choose self-preservation and you learn to take care of yourself increasingly better as you move forward on your path, male or female. It's very important. There are many ways and a lot of different things you can do to take care of yourself and to assist you in having longevity, but also being healthy and happy while you are here on planet Earth as well. Some people choose workout regimens, some people choose different diets, some people choose different spiritual practices. There are a lot of things. Okay. So yeah, that Ace of Cups is the overflow, having more than enough. Never feeling depleted or feeling in lack or being worried or in the energy of anxiety. Okay, being able to tap in. Especially when you learn to sit still. Let sit happen to you consistently. Yeah, you'll be someone who you'll become increasingly more resilient. You'll be able to solve your own problems as they arrive in your life, different things that arrive. You'll be able to solve your own situations, okay, and come to a resolution without being in the energy of frustration. So, yeah, and especially if you are a parental figure, you want to make sure that you're being still and spending time with your family and with your children as well, especially if you have little ones. They grow so fast and you'll miss out on the important moments, first walking, talking, and all that stuff. And yeah, all those special moments and memories that you can't get back. You can take a photo of them, but you can't get them back. You want to make sure you're spending time with your children as well. That's very important. Even when they get older, that's very important. Have game night, have something going where you're constantly, interacting with your family. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, with the Three of Pentacles, there'll be some things that you'll have to decline. There'll be some situations, even if someone needs help with some. Hey, I need you over here, buddy. What you doing on the weekend? And you're saying to yourself, oh, that's my only off day. Instead of saying, sure, I'll be over there. You know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. You have to get somebody else to do it. Simply, you have to say no and not feel bad about it. You don't have to have guilt. Okay? Yeah, so Spirit is saying with the Ten of Swords, this is, a spiritual nudge and this is confirmation, not a coincidence for someone who's seeing this video here, this read here, is to take time to be still. And if you are someone who's not okay with being in silence, because there are people who are bothered by sitting in a quiet room. Um, I don't know if they're afraid of their own ambiance, but there are people who are afraid to be alone. There are people who are afraid to be in a silent room. Yeah. Just like there are people who are afraid of the dark. That is something you need to work on. You need to conquer those fears, the spirit is saying, okay? And let the unlearning be allowed in your life, okay? And that'll keep you out of situations where you feel with the nine of swords here that you're having some kind of worry or anxiety when situations arrive, because life will throw us curveballs. But instead of being furious or having I call it a million and one inferior thoughts running through your head, when you are in alignment, you know how to be still and pause. First, stop, breathe, and slow down, and that's when you receive your answers. This is when you receive your answers here. You know, the clarity. You have those aha moments. Okay, when you are still, when there's a lot of noise around you, a lot of friction. Maybe you're someone who have people pulling on your energy, constantly asking you to do things. Well, that's when you have to tell them no. Can't do it. Somebody else to do it. Yes, you can't be a care bear. In this life, you can't be a care bear if you choose to do so. There are people who will take advantage of that, and you have to let them know. No, 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 no. I am protecting myself and loving myself. You cannot have my time and my energy. You will not deplete me. No, no. Yeah. They will find a way. They will figure it out. That's how people grow. That's how they mature. When you're not always saying yes to someone constantly every time, let someone else take turns. Let somebody else help. Like, seriously. Okay. Yeah, collective. And so we have the Two of Wands here. So this represents taking action. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to take action towards enforcing your boundaries and have these moments of solitude to yourself, meditation, me time, whatever, however you want to refer to it. And make people respect your me time. If your phone is off and you're not answering calls, well, that's what it is. You will respond when you're busy, when you're not busy anymore. And it's nobody's business what you are doing. You're not obligated to announce what you are doing every little step of your life. You don't have to check in with anyone. You know, if you don't want to answer your door and somebody knock and they're not invited and they come unannounced, well, if you're an uninvited guest and you pull up to folks' house and they didn't invite you and they don't know you coming, well, you get treated just like an uninvited guest. That's how that goes, okay? You have to show people how to respect you, okay? You don't want to live a life of feeling like you are stuck and binded. And just look at this card. Now we know the Eight of Swords is to feel like you are stuck and you're closed in. These swords are painted on the wall. This guy is standing there like, I am so stuck, I cannot walk anywhere. You don't want to be in that energy. That is the Lulu energy. That is an illusion. It is false from the reality that is in front of him and around him. He is not stuck. Those swords are there, but it's all in his mind. They are painted on the wall. This is an illusion. So you don't want to be in mental fog because you have not enforced your boundaries. Basically, force people to respect you, period. Whether it's coming to your home, whether it's how they interact with you. If there are rules, hey, maybe you don't want nobody calling your phone until after 1 p.m. Well, that's something that people need to take into accountability and respect if they want to interact or deal with you. And if they don't like it, too bad. Doesn't mean you have to change your rules. You don't have to change who you are. Because you could be someone, like I said, I just picked up, that's just very busy. You have a lot going on. We all live different lives. No two humans are alike. We're not on the same schedule. So you may have a different sleeping schedule, a different work schedule, and that's your business. And so if you have rules, hey, call before you come or you're not getting in. Or if I didn't invite you, don't pull up, and a person don't honor that, well, that's exactly, hey, they get what they asked for. You play stupid games, you will win a stupid prize. That's what that is called all day long. Yeah, so there's no need for you to be in indecision. There's no need. So it's okay to take time to yourself. You don't have to feel guilty about it or apologetic about it, or you don't have to explain to anyone. If you want to go get some acupuncture or a full body massage or treat yourself to something nice, it's okay to do that. You don't need permission to be great or to give yourself the best life and love on yourself, basically. That's what this read is talking about, putting you first. Yeah, you have to take care of you. If your cup is empty, then what? Because I'm picking up that you are a busy person. You have a lot going on. So this message is clearly just to nudge you to have some time to yourself and pour into you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.